Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists from all across the fruited plain, from border to border, coast to coast, and all points in between. This is Scott, Comic Book Hangover, once again with another weekly haul, weekly review video from my mobile studios. Had to take the light system back that I had before because it really wasn't working out. And honestly, it also came with a microphone that I couldn't use. And I'm one of those guys that if I can't use part of a whole system type thing, I see no point in keeping it. So I have a different kind of light, which may or may not work very well. I'm having to use the lights in the car because it's a whole thing. But hopefully, this will turn out well. I think it is the combination of my new light and these lights here that are in the car. I think a combination between the two of them will light this video up enough, and I'm just going to stick with this if it looks good enough. So hopefully it looks good. Let me know what you guys think. If worse comes to worse, I'll just go back and look for a different kind of light system or something. I don't know. But that said, I do have a nice stack of books. I don't know if the next couple of weeks if I'm going to be able to get a whole lot of books because I'm almost out of credit at my LCS, and I just realized this week that this is a 5-week month, which means I got an additional week that I didn't factor in when I was, sorting through and kind of budgeting the credit that I have from my LCS. So I'm probably gonna have some books next week, but the following week might be a really small week. So if that is the case, then I won't have a video. Basically, if I only get like 2 or 3 books, I'm not going to do a video. There's no point in doing a video at that point, there's no sense in it because it's a waste of time. And it just gives me more than I could talk about the following week. All right, so let's talk about the books that I picked up this week. This is going to be a mix of stuff that just came out and a mix of stuff like this one that have been in my stack for a while. It's time to get it out. This is Elvira in Horrorland #4. This is one of the variant covers. Of course, in this issue here, she has a run-in with a version of Freddy Krueger. And of course, with that and with it being Dynamite, there's all kinds of variants. And an Elvira, Freddy Krueger variant, sort of homage variant mix-up or whatever. I'm going to want to get them all. So this is going to be the one that I've got, all of them, except for if there's any premium variants. I grabbed this one as well. Elvira and Horrorland #4. Of course, homaging the famous scene in the original Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy gets Nancy through the tub. It's great stuff. Fables 154. This is the variant cover. So my stack is getting smaller. I'm hoping that I can get it down within the next month or so. That way, I always feel bad when I have a big stack of books at my LCS, because I know there's people who have stacks of books in there and they're not even trying to get them. I'm trying to get them. They know I'm trying to get them, but I still feel bad because it takes up space from other people's books, Garbage Pail Kids Origins. I got 2 variants for that. I did get the blank variant, although for the life of me, I don't know why I continue to get these blank variants because I never use the damn things. I don't know really what to do with them. But it's part of the set, so I figured, I'll end up getting it. And I think this is the standard cover for Garbage Pail Kids Origins. It might be another one of the many variants that they did for it. But as it is, from here on in with that series, actually it's only a 3-issue series. There's one more issue to go, so there's really not much point in talking about it. Let's see here. There's also Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #4, cover B. I can't believe I still have a couple of these at my LCS that I need to pick up. There's cover B. Now for the books that, actually, there's not many of these that I'm actually going to read. Erratic Recharge, #2 of 4. I really enjoy the Erratic series, and the first miniseries was a lot of fun. This one's also a lot of fun. So, but a boy who has superpowers for like 10 minutes. Every 24 hours, he gets superpowers for 10 minutes. So he has to try to either not use them at all or make it count when he has them. And he's also a sort of on run from the government who wants to find him and dissect him. We have She-Hulk #8. Hopefully something interesting, anything happens in this issue at all, because first 7 issues, I love She-Hulk, but honestly, there's been nothing going on in this series. In my opinion, it's been a whole lot of nothing. Got characters just talking. There's been no fighting. There's been no action. It's just Talk, 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 talk. It's like it's trying to be a stupid show on Netflix or something. Moving on. I completely forgot about this one. This is The Grunch, number 2. The Friday the 13th homage, poster homage cover. I'd forgotten that I even got issue 1 of this, and I'd even forgotten that I pre-ordered this one. And my LCS, Josh looked it up, and issue 1 I got back in May. So we got May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months. 6 months between issues. What is this? All-Star Batman and Robin? Grabbed Deceased, number 4 of 8. Of course, finishing up the X-Men number 1 homage connecting cover set with Darkseid in the spot of Magneto. Really enjoying this one. Lobo, I'm hoping, will become an even bigger part. And finally, the last one that I got for myself is a reprint, Marvel Tales. I don't know why they even bothered with the Marvel Tales tag. They don't even put it on the cover anymore. But we got Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. This reprints, I believe, the first 3 issues of the Dan Ketch Ghost Rider series, which introduced Ghost Rider to a new generation, actually got me into collecting comic books. This is where it all started for me. So anytime they do a reprint for these issues, I'm going to grab them. I have, I don't know how many I've got. I know 2 trades, just countless reprints of them. It's just, it's kind of an addiction, but it is what it is. So first 3 issues, I love it. Danny Ketch, the Noble Kale, Dan Ketch, Ghost Rider is my favorite character. Is my favorite Ghost Rider only because it was the one that brought me to the dance. And in my opinion, even considering what we have now, this was the last good Ghost Rider series in my own personal and humble opinion. The last book that I picked up this week is actually not for me. He hasn't seen it yet, but it's from my son, who's a huge fan of Sonic and Tails. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails' 30th anniversary. And this was when I showed it to him, I showed him the different covers that I could get. This is the cover that he wanted. He hasn't seen it yet, but he's going to get it tonight because he's finished up his project. As soon as he finishes up his homework, I'm going to give this to him because he had a math test. His teacher was telling me he had a math test. His whole class did, and it was kind of a difficult test. It was one of the more difficult ones that they had gotten. And she said out of the entire class, my son is the only one that got a 100% grade, perfect score on that test. So he's definitely earned that. All right. I also got a poster. This is, I believe this is Spider-Man. Let's see, where's the thing at? Yeah, the new Spider-Man series, issue 1. This is the standard cover for it. I'm not buying the book because I can't stand Dan Slott, but that cover was pretty cool. And you really can't have too many Spider-Man posters in your room, And I got to make sure that I've got plenty of posters for when we get back into our own house and I get a comic book room again or a basement or whatever, that I have plenty of posters that I can start swapping them around again because I love doing that. All right, now I haven't really had a chance to look and see which one I want to do for cover of the week this week. And I think it's going to be this one here. Wait a minute, maybe I should grab one that's actually from a new book. Let's do this one because, again, I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan. So for my cover of the week this week, it's going to be this one here. This is Danny Ketch. Oh, my car turned off. Sorry. Anyway, Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, Marvel Tales, first 3 issues, I believe, reprinted in that. So it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I will read it because I always read them when I get them. But that said, we're going to wrap this up. So everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers. This is kind of a weird way of kind of getting introduced to my videos because normally I did have my own place, whole nasty situation. Still trying to work my way out of it slowly but surely. But eventually I will have a setup again where I can do these videos and not feel so cramped when I'm doing them. So that said, though, I do appreciate all of my new subscribers. I'm probably close to 220 subscribers now, which is amazing. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I am still planning on doing some, promoting some other YouTube channels that also talk about comic books. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, just for shits and giggles, COMXFAN for Life and THEGREYMAN, I'm going to go ahead and link to their channels in the description down below. I'm going to try, because I do all this on my phone now, but I'm going to try to link to their channels down below. They're great channels. couple of great guys. Actually, Comic Fan for Life, I do talk to him on occasion outside of the whole YouTube thing. We message on Facebook. He's a real nice guy. He has a good selection of books every week as well. And Greyman does a lot of different things. He's actually kind of where I'm wanting to take this channel, where he does the comic book stuff, but also does video games and other stuff as well. He's diversifying his channel, which is a great idea. Everybody should diversify their channels just so you have a little something for everybody. But that said, I will figure out one way or another to link their channels down below. So definitely check them out. Some great stuff, great guys, super nice individuals, and yeah, I actually I think my YouTube channel is better for having known them. And next week I'll have a couple more channels I'm just going to link down below. So again, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks for subscribing, and thank you for watching. I've actually had views in the in the 20s, so like 20 some views for my last couple of videos, which is, for me, it's great. I love that. It's great to be growing the channel despite the setbacks that I've had. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing and all that fun stuff. I hope everybody had a great new comic book week. There was a lot of great books that came out this week that I didn't look because my money's a little tight, so I got to stick with what I've got, what I'm getting, and what's on my pull list. But there's some great books out there, so I hope everybody had an amazing free new comic book day, and I will see everybody again next week with another stack of books, hopefully another nice sizable stack of books. So have a great night, everybody. See ya.